Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International Fab Talks. Thank you for being a part of our journey, friends. It's a beautiful day to celebrate it with unsung heroes who have done their very best. And today we are being joined by a special celebrity. He's Mr. S. Ananthakrishnan, joining us all the way from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Hello, sir, and welcome to the session.
Hello, Andrea. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir. Same here, sir. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation to the International Fab Talks. I'd like to share your profile in an official way such that our guests and viewers get to know who you are. Thank you, sir. My dear friends, I'd like to share the profile of our celebrity and guest. It's always a honor, a privilege, and a responsibility of ours to share the profile of our celebrity. Dear friends, he's a wonderful awareness coach wanting to transform the younger ones, wanting to bring a beautiful balance in the society. He's the chief manager of training, a great social activist, a wonderful humanitarian, and he works not only in Chennai, he's connected with even other states of India. And of course, if you would call it, like he would also spread his wings across the globe. This is what a person should do, be able to contribute to the universe in a positive way. And sir has been a wonderful person connecting with one and all, irrespective of any age group. Sir has 40 years of experience, that is spanning over 4 decades, that is since 1979 to 2019. Sir was in this pharmaceutical industry and has contributed so much. Part of it, like 25 years, was into sales and marketing and 15 years into training. And sir also, 1 second. Yeah. Dear friends, sir has been, transforming from a beautiful journey. The transformation was like from a medical representative to chief manager training. So he loves and he, loves to give back to the universe. He wants to give back to people as a trainer. He really enjoys training a lot because he has gained such a lot of experience and he doesn't want to keep it within him. He wants to share it with others and want to upgrade their knowledge. And so here's a beautiful trainer with us, and he is well versed in different aspects. It could be diabetes, it could be cancer, it could be many other aspects. We're getting to know all of that in just a short time, my dear friends. Sir has also been contributing to these doctors CMEs. So that's called as continuing medical education. Sir is a part of that. Sir also is a part of the panel discussions for general practitioners, where he has contributed much of his time, energies, and expertise as well. Sir has also been conducting several diabetic detection camps as well, connected with nurses, dietitians, education, etc. Sir loves to be there where he's required the most. And he has conducted several programs called as Diabetic Patients Education Programs. That's really nice because many of us nowadays are struggling with this thing that is called as diabetes. Many of us, even our known people, our relatives and friends. So we'll get a lot of information today, friends. And sir has also organized several and conducted several cancer awareness programs. Now, this is really nice. Somebody who's here to let you know that your health matters. And creating awareness is a beautiful way that you can give back to the society. And very aptly, I should say that he's a wonderful awareness coach. In fact, all of you should be like that, my dear friends. If you gain any knowledge in any field, don't keep it to yourself and your family. Share it with the world. Sir has also conducted several awareness programs for public through Lions, Rotary, Jaycees, and Giants Club. He has trained over thousands of new MRs in various batches. He is the recipient of the Service Award, Lifetime Achievements Award from Lions Club, Chennai. He is also an advisory member in various diabetes research centers. Sir conducted several awareness programs, not only for the professionals, but also the young ones, that is in different schools and colleges. Sir has been giving beautiful awareness sessions and making children and students aware about health, education, and about their family members too, as to how they can take care of their family members in case of any emergency, any medical emergency. And sir has a wonderful passion, as I earlier mentioned. Sir loves education, educating others. Sir likes marketing. and training. These are the three great passions that sir has within him. And today we have that passion and energy now to get the same vibes from sir. And we're going to be educated a lot, learn a lot about marketing. And of course, to be the best trainer, we can get a lot of tips from our special celebrity and guest is Mr. S. Ananthakrishnan. So thank you very much, sir, for being with us.
Thank you for the nice introduction.
Thank you so much, sir, for being very humble and polite, because if anybody gives us our time, I mean, their time for us, they share their time with our time. I mean, you know, when it coincides together and they sit down with us to share their thoughts, views, and wisdom, we should always thank them and be grateful. So, I've shared your profile in an official way, but we'd like to ask you, who is the real Ananthakrishnan?
Of course, Ananthakrishnan, born in an average family, Brahmin's family in 1959, nearby Trichy, Kulithalai. And I had my school, various schools. My father was a government servant, government engineer. He had 36 transfers. So every 6 months, 3 months, transfer will be there. I'll be studying in a different school. So I studied in different places, different schools, and only the college I came to Kumbakonam where I took BSc Chemistry as my degree. After passing that, those days, 1979, just a science graduate with a first class mark immediately will be absorbed in a job, most 40 years back. So I applied for a medical representative post. There they mentioned Hindu or express those days there's no B pharmacy courses. Those who appeared finally BSc Chemistry may also apply. Like that they put it. So I applied. By the time my father got a transfer to Rameswaram Mandapam camp project, but I was called for an interview to Madurai. Then I joined 1979 in a grassroots level as a medical representative at Tirunelveli district. Just at the time and all, the salary will be 4 rupees, 4 rupees, 8 rupees allowance. But those days was for a bachelor, it is a wonderful life. Being a science graduate, I'm able to do well in the training as well as I started interviewing the doctors. This is my short introduction about me. Now I'm married, now with my two grown-up sons. One is 32, Mr. Sriram, and the second one is Seduram. Both are MBA graduates. Elder son got married, second one is waiting for his marriage. Settled down my own house nicely. Thank you.
That's really nice, sir. Beautiful introduction. And you're a happy family, a person. That's really very nice. Apart from that, for me, what's surprising is you've given 40 years and you're still giving all of your energy and expertise to this beautiful world with regard to the professional space. So, sir, how did you enter into training? Like, what inspired you to take up training?
It's a good question. Actually, when I was studying in college itself, I used to see the lecturers, professors, they come and the way they give speech, I was in first thinking, and I wanted to become a teacher or lecturer. That was my passion. But after passing, I became a medical representative where I had to talk to a selective elite audience, only doctors, maybe interact with outside chemists, office. Maybe in the meeting will participate, but after I become a manager, first line, second line, you'll be able to conduct a meeting where you have to speak. After learning many things, marketing and sales, maybe at the age of 42, somewhere a training manager post was created. They asked who are wanted to apply. I grabbed it. I applied, and with the knowledge and my passion, now I pour out all my experience, and it was a challenge to my knowledge and experience. So training manager post was my passion. Then when the opportunity came, I took it. As you all know, that teaching is very easy. Every class, math, science, you can teach and go with the student. Training is very difficult. They give a batch of different level, newly recruited MRs. Somebody will be below average, somebody above average. You have to end up the training, all should come up with a high mark, minimum 90% mark. And we have to make them to speak well, to confident, and we have to make them to detail to doctors. That was a highly responsible. We have to stay with them, residential training program. As you know, knowledge, attitude cannot be taught, but still we have to sharpen their skill and bring out their confidence, and they'll come out with nice colors. That will give a great satisfaction to the training manager. Then after that, one division, two division, then they after promotion, senior manager, and chief manager means 7 or 8 divisions will be there. Gynec division, diabetic division, cardiac division. Each where there will be a training manager. As a chief, I have to go to all the classes and just find out how things are going. And I have to train my colleagues also. So this training manager post came in between. and I was waiting for it. After grabbing, I'm fully satisfying myself. This is how it's coming.
Yes, that's really nice. When opportunity comes, you have to grab it. And sir, you've been doing that and you've been doing justice to this beautiful field. We are really impressed with the way you've taken your life forward, you know, and I'm really happy that you are into this space, creating awareness, and especially with regard to health issues. That's really very nice, sir. We'd like to know, before we enter into the space of diabetes and cancer awareness programs that you've been conducting, I'd just like to ask you a simple question, which is like simple to you maybe, but to us, it's a big question. To me, because I know nothing much about it, and many of our viewers too. What is this all about, being a medical representative? What is it actually?
Initially, people are thinking, even the public think people wear tie, go on motorbike, wait for doctors. This is what they think, but they don't know what is actually happening inside a doctor's chamber. There's a difference between salesman and a medical representative. Maybe both may carry target, but here I would proudly say that the only job in the world, that gives equal opportunity for mental efficiency and physical efficiency, 50% perfect. Physically, we should be strong enough to travel, and mentally, we should be strong enough to answer the question from customers. On IT field, bank field, everybody 90% mental work, 10%. Whereas laborers, workers, 90% physical work. Whereas here, 50-50. Mental efficiency and physical efficiency both should play together perfectly. With the basic training, what they give, and the way we work in the field, we learn many things. Maybe in the training program, maybe 10%. When you work in the actually field and work with our managers, they come in for field or joint field work and they'll teach us. Do like this, do like this. He's a consultant, he speak like this, he's a GP, like that. We learn by committing some mistake also we learn. And the greatest this pleasure is getting the doctor's prescription. If you ask me how to define your job means, I would say every day I wanted to see a person who don't want to see me. No doctor wanted to see a welcome visit for medical representative. And I have to book order from a chemist who doesn't want to give me. And every year after collecting salesman and the payment check, I want to collect it from a stockist who doesn't give me. Things will not happen. We have to make it happen in every stage. And every situation is a challenging situation, and every situation is a winning situation. After 5 years, 6 years, I convince a doctor to get a prescription. I won the situation. The chemist will usually say that let the prescription come, I will stock your product, or your earlier predecessor kept some expired stocks. After a few visits, I'm able to generate prescription. The chemist will give a respect. Sir, please sit down, have a tea. Because sale is coming. There also winning situation. Similarly, payment. So people think we are all salesmen, but for traveling and meeting to a doctor and getting a prescription is life for us. That job satisfaction you'll never get in any other thing. When you see your own prescription created by you, when you are waiting in a medical shop, your brand is prescribed by a doctor, that is the highest amount of job satisfaction. Those days, we have to travel with cycle, we walk a lot with a heavy bag. Nowadays, the younger generation are highly fortunate, even +2, they have a Madurai mobile, motorbike, they come all with it. But the way we go with a tie in the village, the people used to give respect, even the bus, the society. When a medical officer is standing there, definitely have a watch. People come and ask for timing. People ask us for where is the road. They'll ask where is the hotel, where is the cinema theater, where is the telegraph office. Everything we know that. I would proudly say, as a farmer man, I know something in everything. Because unless with that, we cannot speak to them. When the customer says, Doctor, say, today, what is the score in cricket? You have to tell. While traveling in a bus, somebody will ask, who is a VIP visiting now? Everywhere, we have to gain knowledge, and we have to survive with that knowledge. And TC people, it's not visiting a place, we'll get on, move with them, have food, come back. So we know the culture and everything, every district. And as we go higher from one district, as a manager, bigger area, and zonal manager, bigger zone, all India, pan India means to know entire India, you know what is the culture and kind of people. So that experience, you never get it in any university. That is the proudest job we have done.
Yes, sir. Excellent, sir. Thank you so much for sharing that. As you said, you get a lot of knowledge because you travel a lot around, get to know people, and your skill lies in transforming the thoughts of the other person. It could be the doctor, it could be the chemist, and that's a winning situation for you. And nothing is easy, everything is tough. And winning over the toughness, winning over the difficult situation really gives you a high.
Sure.
Yes, that's really beautiful. So now if I were to ask you, like, was it only in Tamil Nadu, or you even traveled to different states being a medical rep and as well as a chief manager with regard to training?
Yes, every company has their own policy. Some people confine with the training department, the head office. Some company will say that you have to go for a field work, joint field work, and assess them. You taught a lot of theories in the training center, but are these people are doing it, following it, and implementing it in the field practically? So we are asked to go for field work also selectively. And I have traveled throughout India, all the state for field work. And when a training manager comes for a field work, the medical officer also will be happy because any difficult situation a man is there to handle. I never discussed with them anything about sales or payment. So not my immediate boss like this. But see, sometimes 10 days training at Delhi, and after the 10 days field work Delhi, 20 days I'll be out of my family. So that immediately I have to implement every the training also I have to give a feedback report. Field work also I give a feedback report. But this is after theory, practical also they participate. Field work is also important. We have worked and all the field work, we teach them each and everything, how to arrange a bag, how to start a call, how to meet a stockist. The area managers are there, immediate, their line managers will be there. That is called OJT, they'll give separately. But if they say that my boy needs some training, they'll recommend that based on the need, we will also travel and we'll be also field training. Of course, you already done it. What is that? Again, we'll demonstrate.
Yes. So we had a family friend and their son was a medical representative, and he would bring a lot of gifts and come home, lots of compliments, and then we would visit their house, and I would always ask my parents to take me to that person's house, that family friend's house, just to get the compliments from that sir. And what is all about these compliments? And they would be very nice. It might be a mug, a pen, or maybe a pen stand, beautiful ones. So what relationship does compliments have with regard to, a medical representative's job?
Actually, this concept came very late. Earlier, Pidendal or regular visits or literature, medical literature, doctor will be happy. He'll be happy with the product results. And slowly, some multinational companies started giving a pen stand or a paperweight like that. Slowly, it's only a brand reminder. You don't never say compliment, it's a product reminder. We'll give them and regularly calendars, diaries. This is how it started. And each company started giving. There are thousands of companies, so they'll come and give it. Specific product is a new product launched with a brand name. It should be meant for only doctors, not for any personal use and all. There are certain good companies, they'll always send one piece extra to the medical students. 25 doctors, 25 plus one. So this fellow will keep one for him and balance 25 easily distribute. It should be given only to the customers, the doctors, and some company will give that prescription pad that is wanted notebook for chemists, stockists and all. If it is based on the strategy decided by the product team and the gifts will come. Developing small companies, they cannot give like that costly gift and all. Well-known grown multinationals, once they cultivate the habit and doctors will regularly expect what this month we are doing like that. Based on the product concept, what product they are promoting, and the utility value for the doctor on the table. The doctor work this, everything, even at this computer time, a pen will be useful to a doctor. So the company will see the designed strategy and complements, and it will be given to each territory sometimes based on sale or sometimes based on volume. We are supposed to carry and give it to and report, and it should be monitored and sent. The distribution strategy should be sent, reply should be sent back to the company. It's not all companies, but majority of the companies.
Yes, that's really nice. So maybe now discuss about diabetes. It's one of the major disease that's affected many people, even youngsters also. Like, could you just share all the knowledge that you have and how you're creating these beautiful awareness programs and what are they all about?
It's a nice question. Uh, diabetes is a single large disease that it's a global burden now. We thought that only the rich people or Westerners get it. Now, everywhere, wherever human beings are there, diabetes, irrespective of country, caste, creed, religion. In 1960s, 70s, the awareness was not there. But diabetes is not quite new. It is detected maybe allopathy, English medicine 100 years back. But years back, it was founded, 2000 years back. Those days, our Indian doctors, no, Charaka was the father of medicine. But same period, Dr. Shashruta was there. He was an ancient surgeon. He does surgery without anesthesia in those days. And he found something found in the urine. When the patient is asked to pass urine, bees and flies, they swim, or something sweet is going. He gave a name Madhu Meham in Sanskrit. Madhu means honey, Megha means lot of water. Something sweet going there. So the awareness was created, but recently this IDF, International Diabetic Federation, and WHO, they joined together to form the detection, treatment, education. All the three. Detection is not alone is not sufficient. You detect somebody urine test, blood test, you declare him diabetic, and you have to prescribe medicine. There is no type 1, type 2 insulin. But education now is accepted as part of treatment. Where 1989, when I was working in a company called Boehringer, a German company, they brought out a system. They told they selected some of the field people who are very good in teaching. They gave the big modules, giant modules, because mere lecture, the patient cannot remember many points. If you see a relevant picture, audio visual impact, he can remember better. That will be delivered in regional languages. Kannada means Kannada, Andhra means Telugu. So we were all selected, some 22 people. So Tamil Nadu has been selected to speak in their own language. Doctors actually should be done by doctors, but many busy doctors, they don't have time. First, they don't have material to teach, they don't have time. Third thing, to speak it to their level, because doctors studied his MD, MS, and all English. He has to come down to that. So in this part, we started assisting doctors. Then the doctor, hey, you do very well. So you're teaching me, my patients are, you do it. Then we keep on doing it. Then we said we cannot continuously teach one nursing home. So we'll select a nurse with a little talent. We'll train the nurse. So this she'll be the permanent educator of that clinic. This education concept was brought by Boehringer, actually in 1983. Then I joined the Special Task Force 85. So nooks and corner, all factories, all corporate. We started going blood tests. We rope in lines Rotary for spending the money to do the blood test. Education part, we took it. We gave pamphlets. This is how, as you know very well, among the disease, cancer, AIDS, it is not the danger. The danger is ignorance, not even knowing it. So that ignorance part, we took some activism. We never talk about medicine now, but we'll iron out some misconception about diabetes. People think that this is good, I should not take this. They used to follow the instruction of the neighbors or opposite house like that. But we do the program in a diabetologist clinic. Their detection, treatment, education, all the three should be there. There only we'll call the diabetic research center. So our colleagues in Andhra, Delhi, Calcutta, Mumbai, they go and help the doctors. This is how we spread. Now the education concept is well accepted by doctors. Now, because of the media and all these gadgets, people started learning more about diabetes. But education is part of treatment, because the doctor is only an executor. He will only prescribe medicine and say, do this. The executor is a patient. Unless the patient has a knowledge, he cannot live with the disease. He has to live with the disease. Even now, there is no medicine directly for diabetes. It's a bitter fact. Because generally facts should be available. If somebody says that I have some medicine to cure diabetes, it's a sweet lie. Because $1 billion of money have been spent. One side, pharmaceutical company are doing research, and one side, doctors are doing research and scientists to find out a single medicine. If that is found out, then he will get a Nobel Prize. It's $1 million question. So that's why diabetes spreads everywhere. It's very common in Asia because of our diets are all cereals based and trunk obesity, so many things. Mainly lifestyle. Earlier, it was believed through heredity. Parents have diabetes through the gene. Now, another 50% is through lifestyle modification. Absolutely physical work is coming down. Screen viewing times are more in front of the computer or TV or mobile. So physical work is coming down. So obesity is the mother of all diseases. One of the child for obesity mother is diabetes. So education play a role in helping the patient to continue how to live with diabetes. We teach them.
Yes, sir.
It was
Thank you,
done
sir.
by us. We are pioneered. So we were all appreciated in those days. Without all this gadget, computer and media and mobile, we have done it physically. We have been doing with the charts and pictures in 83, 89.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much for sharing all of that, sir. You mentioned something, a sweet lie. So that's really nice to know there are people who will, be so sweet and so nice to you. And when they speak, you know that it's a sweet lie. There's no truth in that. So, and as you said, ignorance is also one of the biggest issues. Like, even if you ask me now, I still don't know how does one understand or come to know that he or she is suffering from diabetes. What are the symptoms, or when do you should think that, yes, I need to go and get myself checked?
It's a very valid question because see, medical textbook says some symptoms: polyuria, polydipsia, polyphagia. Polyuria means excess urination. It is not frequent urination. Every time the patient passes a large quantity of urine, that is a typical symptom of diabetes. Normal healthy person 3 to 4 times, and diabetic patient go 5 to 10 times. Excess urination, excess hunger, excess thirst. Because when water goes, the cells become dehydrated. You feel like taking more water. Similarly, whatever the diet you eat, the carbohydrate part will reach the blood as glucose. That is the fuel for energy. But because of one insulin which is coming from the abdomen, pancreas, that insulin only pushes glucose into the cell and convert the energy. If there is any quantity or quality lack of insulin is there, the higher blood sugar is maintained in the patient's body, and you will pass that excess sugar in the urine. The first symptom, simplest way of doing tests, and the earliest symptom is presence of glucose in the urine. That shows higher level of blood sugar is maintained. So this excess urination, excess thirst, excess hunger. Apart from that, delayed healing of wounds. A normal simple wound will not heal because glucose will give a congenial medium for the bacteria to multiply. Normal wounds will not be healed. Then blurred vision because it goes to the retina, it affects the blood vessel of the eye, blurred vision. Then the itching in the genital area. Like that, lot of symptoms have been given for diabetes. But this will be seen only after 5 to 6 years of developing the disease only. Even at this stage, if a patient goes to a doctor and he does a blood test, urine test, he can be controlled with only diet, exercise, if needed, tablets. Many people go on the maturity onset stage after they getting some problem with the kidney or some problem with the eye, then only they go to. A doctor only accidentally detects he's a diabetic. Nobody knows the symptom. Sir, my family, I have a family history. My parents are diabetic. Now I'm 40. So I know some symptom. Can you please check me like that? Nobody goes there. For some other disease, he'll go to the patient. Doctor will do a routine test. He will ask some questions. Then if he finds there's a family history, then we'll do that. And once you become lifelong treatment, there are a lot of therapies, as you know, A to Z, from allopathy to Zen therapy, 26 variety of therapy. Every year you have to take lifelong medicine only. So now, why English medicine, allopathy medicine are famous? Because they are evidence-based. They do research trials after a lot of this debate among the doctors. It will be accepted by scientists and doctors, then it will be released. Any drug, the active principle, active ingredient can be seen. But some of the way feel they keep it as a family secret, they will only practice and they will only earn money. That's why they are not popular. But internationally recognized medicines are there. So this is how diabetes, a doctor only should detect, a doctor only should label him as a diabetic. Once you are labeled, lifelong treatment. So that's why there are proper tests, diagnostic tests, screening tests. After you get diabetes and you are on therapy, verification tests. These are all only to be either a family physician or diabetologist should do. This is how it's going on. Now it's $1 trillion business throughout the world.
Yes, sir. So thank you so much for sharing that information with us. It was really very much needed for all of us to know that, yes, diabetes is catching up with everyone. We have to take care of our lifestyle and diet as well. So would you like to just share some tips with us with regard to diet to stay safe and not, fall into the trap of being affected by diabetes? The best diet. Would you like to share it?
That's why I say the people don't understand the word dieting itself. They are misconceived. I'm on diet means what? Should I eat well or should I starve? I say, hey, you take samosa. No, no, I'm on diet. They say, eat healthy. Eat healthy. Eat healthy. They nobody say that starve. There is no special diet for diabetes and all. It's not in a house. Somebody has a diabetes. Hey, you go and sit down separately. Huh? Your diet is different. No, all the people in the same kitchen, same dining table can sit. Everybody takes five chapati. You take three chapati. When they take five idli, you take three idli. And whatever the side dish I give, it is only high fibrous diet. And avoid direct sweets. That's what I say. It is not what you are eating is important. It is how much you are eating. So I would say a diabetic diet is a healthy diet. First, people should believe that. Now, whatever the diet, somebody wanted to maintain the weight, even a doctor or any patient who want to control pressure, the diets are same. Just an example I tell you, if you want to give a diet to some other patient, another type of patient, the same diet cannot be taken by the entire family. For example, I have ulcer, where the diet, chilies, other things will be avoided. Can you release that diet? If I'm a hypertensive patient, half salt. If I'm a heart patient, no oil. Whereas a diabetic diet is the best diet for the entire family. So what they are telling that avoid direct sweeteners, avoid that fried foods, take a healthy diet. That's why the Indian diet, even abroad, all the doctors are appreciating. One of my relative was there in the US and he wanted to come back to India for a 6 month long gap. He said, when the doctor, can you give a diet chart? And hey, you are going to India, Indian diets are the best diet. But the patient was arguing that simply one line doctor wrote, typical South Indian Brahmin diet minus milk and milk products. This was a single prescription given. How South people this food should be color, and a lot of colors should be there. A green leaf, white rice, a yellow dal, and brown sambar, all vegetables, all these side dishes, salads. And they say it's a well balanced diet in all ways. That's 50 to 60% carbohydrate, 25 to 40% protein, and 5 to 10% only the fat. One spoon of oil just to fry it. That's all. This is a well balanced diet when you're telling. Diabetic patient, no feasting, no fasting. They should not eat at night 10:30. Same time, they should not go to marriage and all take all this things. The South Indian vegetarian diet is the best diet. And this is what they're telling about diet. They never ask you to take too much. They never ask you to starve for too much. This starving part is also nowadays recommended. Intermittent fasting, they say that our ancestors and all, they follow this system very regularly. Monthly once, fasting in the name of some spiritual reason gives rest to the GA tract. Consciously knowingly a patient can be on fasting also. So if I want to do some hard work, then I should tell the doctor. Some people by walk I go to Tirupati, some by walk I go to Palani. That hard work, unfamiliar hard work should not be done by any diabetic patient. Because the blood sugar will go down, if you take the tablet by habit, both will bring down the blood sugar and it will become a medical emergency. The problem with the diabetic patient is persistent high sugar. Sugar level is very high. The aim of the treatment to bring it to normal, not to zero. Low sugar is highly dangerous. Hypoglycemia, low sugar, immediate tremors and all jittery and all this stuff. So patients should control, maintain less than 140, fine. It's not too much control, tight control and all prove to be little bit problematic. So understanding diet is very, very important. And we gave a lot of questions to patients which you want to learn. Concept of diabetes, types of diabetes, 26 topic, where we would diet will everybody rounded the diet part only. As if that is the biggest problem. Absolutely not. Sweet and all, it was brought on by our own people. Promotion means sweet, childbirth means sweet, marriage means sweet. So without sweet, we can live. Whatever the diet we take it, that required amount of glucose, the body will prepare. You do not separately take sugar, separately take any sugar, sweets. So that habit will train in your home. Suppose I'm head of the family with the diabetes. Today my wife said, son has passed, I prepared kesari. Okay, keep it in front of my eye, but I will not take it because my doctor said I'll take with dal, palak only. Then auspicious day, some ghee, payasam kept. Okay, you all enjoy. If I win in front of my eye, then when I go out, I'll never have this feeling of taking it, sealing it, and eating it. This habit you should learn from the family. If one person in the family diabetic, family people should know how to avoid in front of taking sweet, how to avoid tempting him and all these things, so that he will also be in him. So absolutely, we have a healthy diet in South, and the Indian diet is the best one.
Excellent, sir. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I like the best part of this is feasting and fasting. You should take care of feasting and fasting. You've mentioned that. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, sir. So we'd like to know your journey creating awareness in schools and colleges.
Yeah, slowly after company that Boriganal, they selected a special team, not to give any time. They give solid training, 1 month, 30 days in diabetes, 30 days in cardiology. Imagine the company medical advisors, they give training. Luckily, before my marriage, 89, I went for a training. Suppose after a newly married man, 15 days, I went for a training. The knowledge what they given, the company medical advisors, they talk in high language. They taught us how to see read a report, ECG scan, what all the tests to be done. And after the knowledge, we have been given the job. Go and do that image building work. You don't have a target. You will go and promote on the company's banner. Then our regular medical team will come, sir, my specialist is doing so much service to your clinic. Please prescribe like that. They'll encash the benefit. But that part, when an offer came, so I accepted, and after the special training was given, then we were being given a lot of materials from West Germany, the principal Boehringer Mannheim, from Düsseldorf University, they give the green monster pictures. It's like a cartoon picture, even a layman can understand from the picture itself. Only the language will be different countries. With that tools, and we started doing the education. And this patient education, first we did it in the society, public. Then doctors started feeling that some doctors started doing preventive study. That is, in the school stage itself, college student, those days not a 10th year, 11th year old student, boy, girls will be small stature. Nowadays, you can see all these +2 boys with the beards and the girls with the well big stature because junk food they eat, pizza, burger, and all these things, they have a lot of money they can. So let us not do some service for a diabetic patient. Let us start doing for a preventive study from the college school itself. If you teach the students when they control their height, weight, and all, later they may develop diabetes, not immediately. Instead of 40, they can get it 70. That 30 years, they can postpone the chance. That is the quality of life. So he promoted the concept. Some doctors who are native of that place, they said, okay, let me approach the college school. We prepare material, we assist the doctor. We made the doctor do that. Then the doctor said, you go and do it. So we started with the students, and the students now, this current student IQ level is very high, they understood. Then we tell them height, weight, ratio, three concept only. Maintain your weight according to the height. Eat in proportion to your diet. That is your work. Then do some mild exercise. Mild means they need not go to a gym and do the strenuous exercise, but simple walking. Walking is why it is universal and accepted means walking can be done by a young person, walking can be done by an elderly person. Walking can be done by a male, walking can be done by a female. Walking can be done by a rich person and poor person. So brisk walking was recommended. Height according to that is weight and height is very important. If you're male up to 21, the growth will be. If you're female up to 19, growth. Beyond that, nobody can vertically grow. This way, people can grow. So we tell them maintain their weight. Anybody who maintains their weight when he comes out of a college till his death, he never get any disease, hypertension, diabetes, and the obesity is the main reason. So that we teach them these three concepts. If you are a worker, physically, I full rickshaw, I do work in a workshop. You can take 10 chapati. You will burn the calorie. Whereas I'm sitting as a manager in an office, means 4 chapati. If I'm sitting in a cash box as a big shop as a owner, 2 chapati. Because physical work is not there. So eat in proportion to work. Then do some mild exercise. That's why I used to promote the concept. If you walk, the disease will walk away from you. If you sit, the disease will sit on you. If you lie down lazily, the disease will lie on you and rule you. This concept promoted and created walkers club everywhere. So people started walking. So in a residential area, nearby park, we used to promote a lot of social work. It was initiated by company, and we motivate the doctors to do that. That's why how it came to school, college. Nowadays, become every doctor started doing it. Prevention is better than cure.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. Thank you. And hats off to the last few sentences that you shared just now. Now, as you said, if you walk, the disease will walk away from you. If you sit, the disease are going to sit on you. And if you lie down, it's going to be like,
Because
it's
the
very
doctor,
nice.
once a doctor explained 1 hour scientific things, what all the hormones are secreted, what all the muscles, the layman cannot understand. So I used to do my way of punch dialogue. With one line, people will understand.
Very
This is how we used to find out punch line, catchy line, and so that it gets easily go across the common public. So that way, we used to. You won't believe me that puppet show in a village, people even the basic education like we arranged a puppet show based on diabetes. We train the nurses, we put the dolls in dresses. Each diet will come and dance. I'm good for you, I'm bad for you, like that. This was done in Chengalpattu. Here, first time in India, nobody has done it. The doctors cooperated, and we brought out an artist who won this puppet show, who was a president awardee. Old man, now he's no more, but he helped us and we prepared dialogues, we recorded songs. Then through this puppet show, we'll go to the villages to promote our diabetes. The district collector, everybody, ministers appreciate it because it is a job of the government to do that. If people are privately doing it. So every year, new concept, new idea. Last year, we've done like this year, we'll do that. Debate is village life is good or town life is good. Diabetes affect whether my body or mind. Like that, two set of doctors will go and argue. So patient will get a message. Like that, I have a variety program. That's why every doctor they call me, come here, give me some idea. So World Diabetes is celebrated November 14th. That's here in Children's Day and Nurse Birthday. But actually, this November 14th was the birthday of Frederick Banting, who discovered insulin. They wanted to honor him this day. On that day, we create a lot of awareness program. I prepare games, puzzles, quiz for patients. Playfully, they learn it. I'll ask them to play the game. Inside the article, all the points will be based on diabetes only, like snake and ladder game. You roll the dice. Oh, you are taken sweet. Zoom, ladder will take you to high sugar. Then another round, you put it. Oh, you took 3. Now you'll be bitten by the snake. You do exercise, the body will come down. Like that, he designed, some of the doctors accepted it on principle. They displayed the nursing home. So that's why everywhere we cannot present. So we train the paramedics, nurses, nursing educator and dietitian will be trained by us. And every nursing home, there will be people to continuously educate the patient, new patients, next bed patient. So this is how it's coming.
excellent, excellent, sir. Thank you so much for sharing, sir. Thank you very much. Dear sir, now we'd like to take you down memory lane and ask about your childhood, about your school days. What kind of a kid were you? Were you the naughty one or very studious child at home? Any incident you remember
Absolutely.
about your childhood?
I'm not naughty and mischievous, but I'm a calm person. But I'll observe things. I'll do mimicry those days. Nobody knows that this silent boy does all these things. Highly inquisitive. I'll ask questions. Why to the parents and all. So highly inquisitive, know about new things, knowledges. So I was an active child, but absolutely 100% above average. But a competition mean somebody is going to recite a poem, then I will learn immediately do that. That competition, that competency is there to compete. So, so younger days, all the time. But I'm obedient, silent student. I earn a good name from teachers. But active child, that eagerness to thirst to learn new things. So this how it went on. And different school because of father's frequent cancer, I lose a friend, immediately I have to create a friend. So my natural tendency is to go and mingle with people easily. That tendency was.
Yes, sir. Any memorable incident you remember, either in school or at home, when you were a child?
School, we win a competition, any oratorical competition. Chemistry department, they say, there, suddenly they announce 2 days before, this is a topic. Topic will be given and you have to prepare. Those days, nothing is there. We have to go to a library. So the oratorical competition, I won a lot of prizes. people, because Ananthakrishnan A is a number, alphabetical order, the first roll number will be mine only. So they used to call, so I was not only first in the roll number order, the class also. So there was a moral pressure on me to do that. So everybody is expected, oh, if you go, you will win. You go, yeah. So I have to come out with definitely some prizes. College and all, more than games outside and all, spending time with the library, professors, colleagues. I didn't have even being an average family, we have 6 brothers. So a single father's salary. So I cannot buy some costly book outside. I used to go to the library and buy a book, and I go to the college in holidays, where the classrooms will be open. The chalk piece bits will be there, which I carried. I'll write down on the board, and I'll teach myself as if some audience are sitting there. So I'll say, "Come on, boys, listen." Like that, with the sound I used to teach. I teach myself. So these small opportunities were there that made me get a lot of confidence. So now I have grown up to a stage that give any topic, immediately I can think and speak. Like to that level, being a training manager, all India people will come. People come Calcutta, people come from Orissa, Bombay, what they like, what they think. Learning some complicated point, understanding it and putting it back with a good example. Simplify and give it. That is the job of training. So I talk to laymen about diabetes. I give some example. With a car, I can explain how blood sugar is. And I customize my communication also. If I talk to bank staff, all my examples will be on banking only. If I talk to drivers, all my examples on what they know. With that, I'll do it. One of the driver asked, "Sir, you asked me to reduce the diet from 6 idli to 3 idli. How will I get energy? I have to sit and hold the steering and run it." I asked him, "Do you think that unless I put full tank petrol, only the car will go by 100 km speed? Even by 5 liters, it will not go?" Then the fellow will understand their language. So teachers, postmen, whatever the field I'm taking, I will think in their level, what example will impress them. So I'll put it in vernacular language so people easily understand. It is a job, study report, trial report and all will come, but how simply you have to tell to the public. So we have to give some example. That giving example, one of my guru, Dr. Kannan, endocrinologist, Madurai, is no more now. He was my guru. The way he teaches to public, I used to stand, I used to organize a program. Being an organizer, I used to learn. I used to hear. I never studied in college any books. Learn from experts. Top class diabetology, Dr. Chandri, Moses, Chennai, everybody knows. Dr. Sheshaya, like Dr. Sundaram, like that. And throughout wherever. Now my age level diabetologists are there. They used to give respect because I studied from their professors. So I learned all through hearing the knowledge, which I reproduce to the public in a simple way. The continuing medical agent, doctor will speak many things. I'll understand the scientific point, but to the layman public, I'll convert it as an example. So this is how the teaching, understanding, simplifying, passing on. I have a good media to do all this.
Excellent, sir. That's really nice. Excellent. So, you are an inspiration to most of us. You could also be an inspiration to the medical representatives and the trainees who are under you, to several other youngsters across the world. And we'd like to know, who is your inspiration?
Absolutely. Because when those days schools and all, the moral study will be there. Nowadays it's not there. End of the day, 4:30, 5 o'clock means half an hour. Somebody should come and tell a story, and you have to explain what is the moral of the story. Like that, those 40 years, 50 years before that. So we used to come and tell that time. First, inspired by my class teachers, the college lecturers. Then I studied about Swami Vivekananda. He was my real inspiration. And I read about more about Mr. Abraham Lincoln, the first American president. After knowing about Abraham Lincoln only, I I learned simplicity from him. And I heard my uncle say Abraham Lincoln used to polish his own shoe. Though he was an American president, he will polish his shoe. So I started doing my shoe. I never expect somebody to do that. I polish the shoes of my sons, even grandson like that. Because certain good quality. After defeated as a vice president 5 or 6 times, again he won. And So his sense of humor, I started reading about Abraham Lincoln. Then only they were all my source of inspirations. Swami Vivekananda one side, and Dr. Abraham Lincoln.
Yes. So apart from all the books that you've been reading with regard to your profession, do you have time for fiction and non-fiction books, detective books, or any magazine that has been of interest to you?
Generally, I actually reading is a good habit. I'm not against reading, but I don't read big books. Right from childhood, only the pictures like comics. What is next one? Because I used to draw well. Drawing will be there. That habit comes me when I become a training manager. When we draw about liver, heart, kidney, it came out so nicely. Now people use a lot of media. Those days we have to with a sketch pen. We have to draw it on the board. So I started drawing. So, but still, if somebody read a book and tell what is the content, I'll grasp it. Then, if it really impresses me, then I'll go and read the book. Similarly, Arthur Haley, and whatever he writes it during our medical repeated, maybe the seniors who are listening here. Strong medicine. There was a book during our medical representation, multinational companies. Oh, you have not read that book. Everybody is strong medicine, strong medicine. What is strong medicine? Then entire hospital industry he has written. If he writes me, he'll go deep into that. Automobile industry, Arthur Haley.
Yes.
So that way, the books, instead of reading books, if any eloquent speakers, when they speak on a stage, quoting this book, you read this mean, then specifically I'll go on approach. But I never have the patience of reading 5,000 pages or such a big book. But if somebody tells me, then I'll take that nucleus. Then the way I explain, people think that I am the author of the book.
Wow.
Taking the nucleus and explaining it, there's a special capacity. So that way, but really books, especially Kambaramayana in Tamil, I have one side about my mother tongue, other side English. Then when I travel throughout India, I cannot read or write, but I can understand other state language also. This is how books, that's why I quote one word. Many great leaders, they were all voracious leaders. So leaders or readers. That way I will do that.
Yes, very true, very true. Yes, sir. How would you want the world to remember you? As a trainer, as a person who was in the pharmaceutical industry, or as an awareness coach, a social activist, humanitarian? How?
Mainly that education. That is my main passion dream is to eradicate ignorance, eradicate diabetes, eradicate certain things. Now I want to build culture. That is, to the school and college student, my dream project is the real heroes were hidden in the history. Those who really fought for freedom. We have been taught about Mughals employees and British employees, but to real Indians who have suffered. So to the college and school student, the unsung hero, the people who have really forgotten the history, they should be taught. Second thing, ignorance. Two things I want to eradicate. One is disease and ignorance. Both should be only through education training will it be done. Then there is a person who lived with some purpose. I don't want to be remembered as a great speaker or a caller, but a person who really contribute to the society. This is how, not only to the family, to the society, and to the country, we should contribute something. So that way, in the teaching training, the next generation can be used. And there is a person who tried, at least made an attempt to do that. That way, I wanted to be remembered.
Beautiful, sir. I really like the way you put it. It's not only for you, your family, but of course to share it with others and leave a legacy behind. And I really like you for sharing this, sir. Creating
One more thing I
awareness.
want to bring it to your kind attention. I would say that service is the rent paid by the inhabitant of the earth. Now I'm leaving the planet. To live there, I should pay a rent. That rent is service.
Super, super. Hats off to you for that. Brilliant. That's really nice. I think all of us should think on the same lines as you're thinking and not take anything for granted. That's really nice, you know. As we are living on this earth, we have to really give back something in a very positive way. And I like the way you said, I would like to eradicate ignorance, you know, and create awareness. That really makes sense. And each one of us should work like this, like you, sir. That's really beautiful. Dear sir, we thank you so much for this session. We'll take a small break for 10 minutes and we'll be back again with the second session.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Yes.
Thanks for asking a very good question to bring out my all nostalgic experiences. So we'll take a break.
We'll take it. My dear friends, we'll be back again with sir. We'll take a short break for 10 minutes and we'll be back again. Thank you for staying with us. And yes, you're supposed to learn all the good things that is being shared here on the International Fabtalks. Stay safe.
Please stay back. Thank you.